Thank you for joining us. One of the best ways to find out what Israel is all about is to visit and experience the Holy Land in person. Travel and communication are essential. The need to promote a better understanding of Israel, its people, and achievements is greater than ever. Our special show today is about El Al, Israel's national airline, and its part in Israel's history. Our guests today are David Maimon, the president of El Al, attending an event in Miami to inaugurate direct, non-stop flights to Israel. Joining us also are the mayor of Miami, Mr. Carlos Gimenez, and the president of Miami Airport, Dr. Emilio Gonzalez. And we'll also hear from Israel's Consul General, Lior Haiat, and others following these messages.
Life Extension Foundation was established in 1977 and is now the world's largest consumer-based anti-aging organization. Life-saving achievements taken for granted today were pioneered by Life Extension Foundation decades ago. Life Extension is currently funding $10 million a year in research on significantly extending a healthy human lifespan. Diseases that once plagued humanity have largely been eradicated by scientific innovation. 3 leading causes of death in 1900 are no longer leading killers today. Smallpox killed millions before it was eliminated in 1979. Life Extension funds research to fight biological aging so that it also will become a relic of the past. To learn more, log on to lifeextensionfoundation.org.
When I was young, it seemed that life was so wonderful, a miracle. Oh, it was beautiful, magical. And then they showed me a world where I could be so dependable. Oh, intellectual, cynical.
Find magic again. Sprout by HP. With Intel RealSense technology inside, now you can bend the rules of creativity outside.
Silver eagle in majestic flight, spreading shining wings across the night. The sky is home, come fly El Al, and the world becomes your port of call. Tel Aviv, Nairobi, Montreal, New York and Rome. Come fly El Al, and your spirit will climb ever higher as your heart takes wings. And with the birds it sings a song of joyous praise. El Al is the airline of Israel that calls to you with open arms. Come fly El Al, come fly El Al.
With us now is David Maimon, President and CEO of Israel Airlines. A pleasure and privilege,
Nice
sir.
to meet you, David.
What an interesting position you're in. I had the privilege of interviewing a prior president of El Al many years ago in the years of doing Hasbara for Israel, promoting Israel. And El Al plays such a very important role in the history and past present, of course, of Israel. Share with our audience the importance.
You know, we are a national airlines. Even we are a private company, we're still a national airline in Israel. So we have the same target, we have the same mission. And for our people, El Al is the preferred airline to fly, to choose the airline. It's El Al and not other airlines. And we hope that open this new route between Tel Aviv and Miami will increase our passengers that fly with El Al instead to fly with other airlines.
El Al has played such a very historic role in the history of the State of Israel. Please tell us from your point of view.
El Al is embedded alongside of Israel, nation Israel. And you know, the Israel established in 48 and El Al in a few months after. And the first flight was to bring President Weizmann from Geneva to Tel Aviv. This was the first flight. And you know, along the history of the last 50 years, you can see 60, 70 years, you can see that many operations that El Al did is to help the country, to help the state, to bring Olim, for instance, from Ethiopia and other places, to bring Israeli that's stuck in another airline in Europe. So every operation that we are doing is with focus to help the people in Israel to be part of the nation, part of the Israeli nation.
How important is it for people to experience Israel, to visit and see for themselves the achievements of the State of Israel and the actual realities and make up their own minds?
You know, Israel is, we have the Holy Land, we are the Holy Land, the Holy City in Jerusalem, more than 3,000 years of history. So everyone wants to experience the history, to feel the history, to touch the history. And you can do it in Jerusalem. So this is, I hope that this new route between Tel Aviv and Miami will bring a lot of Christian and Jewish people from Florida to Jerusalem and to see what is the history of our nation.
So if I may ask you, thinking again of the history and how Israel was known for oranges and so forth, and today high-tech, what makes you proud as an Israeli?
It started with the orange, but now we are the high-tech, the startup nation, but not only. We have the history and we have the high-tech. We have a lot of things that I think that it's very popular, and this is good for our future passenger that we will have and to visit Jerusalem and Tel Aviv. And Tel Aviv has wonderful beaches, wonderful weather. So I'm calling to the people in Florida to come to visit Tel Aviv and Jerusalem.
An amazing country. You can scuba dive in Eilat and the same day or the next day be skiing on the Hermon. A real pleasure, sir.
Thank you very much.
Congratulations.
Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir.
Bye-bye.
I'll be right back.
Anywhere else, this would be a vacation on the Mediterranean. But here, it's also a journey into history. From modern Tel Aviv to the ancient cities of Herod, the Romans, the Crusaders. The history of Israel lives in all of us. Come find the Israel in you.
With us is Lior Haiat, Consul General of Israel in Miami and for Puerto Rico. A pleasure to have you back on the show, sir.
It's a pleasure to be here.
So this is a nice festive event today. We have El Al just having this reception here in Miami, and the purpose is to inaugurate flights straight to Israel. Why is this important?
First of all, it's important because this event that we're part of shows how the entire leadership of South Florida was waiting for this announcement, the El Al announcement to have a direct flight from Miami to Tel Aviv, because it's another bridge that connects Israel to South Florida. And it's a huge connection. The friendship and the support we get from both sides of this equation it was only natural, and that's a word that was repeated in this event, that we'll have this direct flight from Miami to Tel Aviv and from Tel Aviv to Miami. And it's important because direct flight creates economical opportunities. It brings on more tourists, and it's actually making us even closer together. That's the most important thing.
Why is it important in this day and age for people to actually visit Israel and witness for themselves and make up their own minds as to what the realities are in this biblical land?
It's a great question. Israel as an image around the world, basically it's made because of the media covering parts of the reality in Israel. People have this image of Israel that is very far from the reality. And coming to Israel, visiting Israel, it's a huge game changer. And we were talking about the wow effect. the first time a person comes to Israel, the first word that comes out of his mouth is, wow, I did not expect that. And this is exactly what we're waiting for. The best diplomat for the State of Israel is the State of Israel. If we could take everyone to Israel to see for themselves, see our culture, our reality, our economics, how we are, the connection between the U.S. and this for the South Florida occasion or any other place can connect to Israel. Israel is an opportunity. It makes the world a better place, and you have to be there in order to understand it.
Communication and travel obviously is an essential component with making the world a better place for everyone, including Israel and its neighbors. If only the peace process would continue in a civilized, civil manner.
Well, I'm optimistic. The peace process is stronger than any obstacle. It will take a bit longer, but we'll get there. Peace is inevitable, and we'll get to have peace with our neighbors. We just celebrated our 69th anniversary a couple of weeks ago, and preparing myself to this event, I read the Declaration of Independence again. It was written 69 years ago, more than 69 years ago, and the text is very clear. We are awaiting our neighbors to understand that Israel is there to live in a peaceful manner with all its neighbors, and I think we'll get to this day, hopefully sooner than later.
Absolutely, and two countries, two neighbors have made peace with Israel, and as long as the rest of the Arab world will kindly recognize Israel's right to exist.
We're on the right track, and I'm sure that with the support of our friend in the US, and we'll get there. That's inevitable, that the peace process will continue, and all those people that thought that Israel was a temporary thing, the State of Israel will disappear, there will be the minority, and we will continue to have great relations with Egypt and Jordan and other Middle Eastern states. We'll see that, understand the huge potential that Israel has to offer.
When you give lectures about Israel, what achievements come to mind especially?
I think that's the amazing thing is that Israel makes the world a better place. When you think about our day-to-day life, the cell phone, the computers, the pen drive or disc on key, and agricultural technology, water technology, medical technology, we all live better because of things that were invented in Israel. And actually, even Arab countries uses Israel technology in their day-to-day life. They just take the sticker off, the sticker that says made in Israel. And we are very proud of it because this is part of what we call tikkun olam, making the world a better place, repairing the world. And we are there. Although we are a very small country, we have a huge influence on the entire world. And it's not a coincidence that we have the U.S., our closest ally. We share values, we share the same point of view, we share history together. But we have also China interested in connecting with Israel. India is interested. We're celebrating 25 years to our diplomatic relations with India. And it's amazing that 1 billion people in India think that Israel is their role model.
What final message would you like in this conversation to share with our audience?
I would like to invite each and every one of you to take the El Al flight or any flight and visit Israel. It's always a great time to visit Israel. Come and visit us.
Consul General Haiat, pleasure and honor again.
The pleasure is mine.
With us now is the Mayor of Miami, Carlos Gimenez. A real pleasure and honor, sir. How are you?
My pleasure to be here.
Interesting event here. El Al Airlines coming to Miami, direct flights, all good things.
Yes.
How do you see the challenges in general facing the city, the great city of Miami at this time in history?
Well, the challenges that we have are, in essence, we have a challenge with sea level rise here in Miami-Dade County, resilience, but we have a resilience officer and we're very resilient here ourselves. But that's something that we're going to be dealing with, in the future. But I'm confident that we will. The challenge is also diversifying the economy, and one of the reasons why the El Al flight is so important to us is that we know that Israel is number 3 in terms of startups in the world. We're number 1 in startups in this nation, and so I think that's a very good connection. And the number of Jewish residents that we have here in our community that have been longing for this direct flight, is incredible. And I'm really happy that we were able to get it done, during my time in office.
Tell us more about the outstanding facets associated with the great city of Miami.
Well, I mean, we have great weather. It doesn't snow here. We are the gateway to Latin America and the Caribbean. We have more direct flights, international flights than any other airport area in the United States. But it's really the fact it's our diversity. It's our people. 60% of the people in our town, they weren't born here. They were born somewhere else, including me, the mayor. So that's what makes America great. What makes this city so great. We are a very welcoming and international city, and it's a great place to visit, and also a great place to do business.
So it's been a real pleasure. I know you're in a hurry.
Thank
you so much. One day we'll sit down and do an in-depth interview in your offices.
Absolutely.
Thank you, sir.
Okay, thank you.
MIA is an economic powerhouse, bringing in $33.5 billion to the state of Florida and 282,000 jobs in South Florida. That's 1 out of every 4 jobs in Miami-Dade County. This tropical paradise is not only a great place to work, but to visit as well. 96% of visitors to South Florida arrive by air.
With us now is Mr. Emilio Gonzalez, head of Miami Airport. Sir, it's a real pleasure to have you here with us.
Thank you.
Please tell our audience of your position.
Well, I'm the Chief Executive Officer of Miami International Airport and 4 other general aviation airports here. So we have 5 in our portfolio.
What a responsibility, and what a profound position it is with regard to the influx of tourists in and out of this great state.
Oh, it's wonderful. 96% of the tourists that come by air come through Miami International. So we are a big cargo airport. We're a big passenger airport. Last year we served almost 45 million passengers. So we're very happy with our product, but it's always willing to grow.
And right now, inaugurating a new flight directly from Miami to Israel.
Yes, sir, in November, and we're very excited. It's a long time coming. Our community has constantly been wanting to be able to fly to Israel directly from here instead of connecting up north. And with our friends at El Al, we have been negotiating for several years now. And we finally reached that point where it's going to be productive and profitable for both the airport and the airline and the people of Israel and the people of the United States.
What are the challenges you face running one of the most important airports in the United States and in the world?
Listen, the challenges are many. There are financial challenges, there are security challenges. I will tell you that security is always key because you can never have too much security. An airport has to grow. An airport is an economic engine. We are the biggest economic engine in the state of Florida. So we generate about $31 billion a year in economic activity. And our cargo side processes almost $60 billion a year in merchandise. So this is an airport that doesn't stop, and it's an airport that, by virtue of its size, has to continue growing.
I doubt many people realize the significance from an economic point of view that this airport has in the entire state. You'd think maybe Disney World and other, but no, it's Miami Airport.
It's this airport, and we're responsible for 300,000 direct or indirect jobs in the state of Florida, at least in South Florida, and probably much more up north. So this is a very large enterprise that we have to continue to grease regularly to make sure that we grow, number one, and number two, that we satisfy what our customers demand of us.
Before we conclude, tell us of your plans for the future for Miami Airport.
Well, Israel was always a strategic location for us. We're looking to expand to Africa. We're looking to expand to Asia. So those are 2 areas that we do not have direct traffic to that we want and strongly desire. And the same level and intensity of negotiations that we had with El Al, we are now having with airlines from both those areas.
All very exciting and fascinating. I want to thank you so much for being with us today.
Thank you, sir. It was my honor. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Appreciate it.
more than 44 million passengers traveled through Miami International Airport in 2015, each one of them experiencing a safe landing aboard over 100 carriers. That's more than any other U.S. airport. 70% of Florida's international visitors travel through Miami, ranking MIA as the #2 U.S. airport in international passengers. America's new global gateway offers access to 150 international destinations around the globe, making it easier than ever to take the trip of a lifetime.
With us now is Yoram Elgrabli, one of the top executives of Israel Airlines based in the United States. A real pleasure and honor, sir.
Thank you very much. How are you?
Great. This is an interesting event here in Miami Beach. We are inaugurating flights from Miami all the way to Israel, direct. What does this mean to you personally?
For me, it's a huge opportunity for El Al to expand her activity in the state. You know that for El Al, Israel Airlines, and for the people in Israel, the USA is a major destination, and for us, it's a strategic destination. For us, expanding our activity here in the state, it's very important, and you see that we are investing a lot by putting more capacity in this market, and I'm proud to announce that as from November 1st, 2017, we will inaugurate the flight, the first non-stop flight from Miami to Tel Aviv.
I believe many years ago there were some flights, but they weren't direct, were they?
Yeah, there was. We operate here between the years 2006 and 2008, and then came the big crisis, the fuel crisis, the economic crisis. So we withdrew from this route, but we are proud to be here again, and now we are here in order to stay.
How important, in your view, is it for people worldwide to have an opportunity to come to Israel and see for themselves and make up their own minds as to what Israel is all about, rather than listen to propaganda and modern anti-Semitism? How important is it for people to visit, in your opinion?
Very good question. Thank you for asking it. I didn't ask you to ask me this question, but it's a very good question. Listen, I can assure you that every person that comes from the state to Israel or other destination and other countries, the first time that they are visiting Israel, you know, I used to say it like it's like a virus. You know, they are coming and then once, and then they feel that they have to come back again. So I think that people that come to visit Israel changing their mind, and people who visit Israel became our best ambassadors. You know, what you see in the media is not what you get in Israel. Israel, it's a very, I think it's an island of, how I say, an island of common sense in the Middle East. You can see a nice democracy. We are tolerate. We build in 69 years now. Just 2 weeks ago, we celebrate Yom HaAtzmaut, our Independence Day. We build a very big country, I can say, in all terms, in terms of science, in terms of culture, in terms of society. And for us, Israel, it's a, you know, it's a mini USA, you can see. And we are similar in so many aspects. So, as I said before, a person that comes to Israel once, he became our best ambassador. And I invite everyone who looks, every audience that look at us now, to come and see the miracle of Israel. And it's a real miracle.
From an historic point of view, El Al has played an essential part in Israel's development and survival.
You know, the first flight of El Al was when our country was only 1 year old. And the first flight of El Al was to bring our president, Chaim Weizmann, from Zurich to Tel Aviv. So the history of El Al, it's really related in the history of Israel. We made a huge operation that we can talk about them, and we can, some of them we cannot talk about them, but really El Al present Israel, and our slogan is El Al, it's not just an airline, El Al is Israel.
Absolutely beautiful, and of course El Al airliners are the absolute best, safest, best maintained. Wonderful experience, sir. A real honor and privilege. Thank you, sir.
Thank you very much, and I wish us all good luck in the new route from the first non-stop flight, Tel Aviv, Miami.
Absolutely.
And thank you very much. And after the 3 flights a week, we are going to expand and to make it 4 and 5, and
wow.
Why not double daily
why not?
for Miami.
Sounds
Thank
great.
you very much.
Thank you, sir. Real pleasure.
Thank you.
Across the night, the sky is home. Come fly El Al, and the world becomes your port of call. Tel Aviv, Nairobi, Montreal, New York and Rome. Come fly El Al, and your spirit will climb ever higher as your heart takes wings. And with the birds it sings a song of joy. With open arms, come fly El Al, come fly El Al.
Human age reversal. We may be there already. Human studies are now ready to begin to confirm meaningful reversal of pathological aging processes. These clinical trials aim to alter older humans so that they function as much younger individuals. Even modest success will result in a paradigm shift that will impart enormous societal benefits, such as sparing Medicare from insolvency. Life extension is not standing idle while 5,000 Americans die each day from age-related illnesses. Joining us are physician scientists who want to hurry up these technologies to keep people from aging to death. While life extension is pushing these projects forward, we need financial help to ensure these studies are carried through to fruition. You can support this research by making a tax-deductible donation to Life Extension Society. All donations will be used to fund age reversal research. Join us on this essential mission.
When I was young, it seemed that life was so wonderful. A miracle. Oh, it was beautiful, magical.
And then they showed me a world where I could be so dependable. Oh, intellectual, cynical.
Find magic again. Sprout by HP. With Intel RealSense technology inside, now you can bend the rules of creativity outside.
This concludes our special show for today. I'm Richard Peritz. Thank you for being with us.